Hi there. This video is going to walk you through some troubleshooting tips for Schoology. Now, these are pretty easy to do, pretty basic, but everybody should know how to do these. So we hope that you enjoy it and we hope that it's very valuable to you. Let's go ahead and jump into Schoology. One of the reasons why a user might not be able to see things correctly in Schoology is because they're not connected to their Google account. So we're going to go ahead and go to the resource app, and we're going to do that by clicking on resources up here on the red toolbar. We're going to click on apps on the left hand side. We're going to make sure that Google Drive resource app is selected. And then if it looks like this and it's asking you to connect your account, that means you're not connected. So Google or Schoology, they try to make it really safe because we're talking about student work and all that good information, grades, and they just want to make sure that it is connected to the right account. The user that's using Schoology is connected to the right Google account. So we're going to go ahead and connect here. A student will use the same information that they use to get into their Chromebook. So that email address, it's not really an email address, a real active email address. It is more login information. And once they use their Google account login and their password, they will see their files and their folders, and they'll know that they're connected to Google because they'll see all of this. All right, another reason why students might not be able, or users might not be able to see things in Schoology is because they are connected to multiple Google accounts on the same computer. So if a student is logged into their personal Gmail account, or maybe a student is using, or a teacher is using a Chromebook or a laptop or a computer from home, and so other people use it, it's possible that other people's Google's accounts are connected, and so that's going to throw up red flags to Schoology, and it's going to cause issues there. So we want to make sure that there's no other Google accounts connected. One of the things that you can do is to make sure that you're signed into your Google Chrome browser up here. So when I click on my initials up on the right hand corner, you can see that I am connected to my CFISD account here, and a student will show that as well. One of the quick things that you can do, again, to troubleshoot is to clear your cache. And the way that you would do that, to make it really easy, is you're going to click on Shift, Control, and Delete, and that's going to bring up your browser data. So what you want to do is you want to make sure all these things are checked, and then you want to and you also want to make sure that the time range is from all time, and then you want to clear your data. Depending on how much data is in there, will it will depend on how long it takes to do that, but it's usually not very long. So the next thing that you can do to troubleshoot and to figure out what is going on or why you're not seeing things in Schoology correctly is possibly because you have an extension that is connected to another Google account. And I've seen this multiple times, and I've been able to help other users get past this. So one of the things that I have done, and this is one of the things you can do, is you want to come up here to your initial, you want to turn off the sync. Because if I use my home computer, or if I'm connected to another laptop and I'm synced with my Google account or my district account, then I could be connected to other extensions and other data on other computers, and that could cause problems. So I would suggest to click the sync is on, click that to turn it off. So you're going to come here, you're going to turn it off, you're going to clear and continue, and then you're going to want to sign into Schoology again. So go the route of going into my.cfisd.net to log in. And then you can get back into Schoology. Now, some people will be concerned that their passwords and their bookmarks and all that kind of stuff won't be connected, but when you resync it again, they will show up. So after unsyncing, then go back into Schoology and see if you can connect to the items that you didn't see. So let's make sure that they are showing correctly. And if that's the case, then there could be an extension, there could be something else causing the problems. Now, if you find that everything is working correctly, then you might want to go ahead and turn the sync back on. I'm going to turn my sync on. And you might need to log in again. When I do that, I'm going to, all my book or my extensions are going to start showing up here on the top right hand corner. So you can see that they'll start coming in here as it is syncing with my account. Now I've got I only have a couple of extensions up here. I try not to have a lot of extensions because that can cause just resource issues and things like that. One of the extensions that I do like to use is this one right here called Extensity or Extensity. And so by using this one, you can turn extensions off very easily. And you can find this in the web store, the Google Chrome web store, and just easily turn them off. So you can see that my read and write for Google Chrome was turned off. It's disappearing as I'm turning it on and off right here. So again, if the sync off, turning the sync off works, then what you want to do is you want to come over here and you want to try turning off your extensions, especially the ones that are connected or possibly connected to another Google account. That's going to be one of the issues here. And turn them off maybe one at a time. It's very possible that you might have to close your browser out and open it back up as you go through those. But I would really turn those off and make sure that you only have the ones that you really use on a regular basis. When you have something like this Extensity, then it's easy to turn it on and off, your extensions and use what you need. So another reason why a student might not be able to see everything that other students are seeing is probably because of student completion rules. So I'm in a practice Schoology course here, and you can see that this teacher has set student completion rules for this folder because it says must complete, and there's a check mark here. You're also going to see student progress button up here. So if I click into this as a teacher, I can see that there are 3 materials here. There's a discussion post, there's a video, and then there's a link to some work here. And so I know that this is available for students, but student completion rules have been applied to this, and so a student is not going to see these 3 things exactly like a teacher would see. So let me click into a student view, to show you what they might see. So I'm currently in a student view. Right now it kind of looks the same as a teacher, but if I click on the folder, what I see here is I have access to the discussion post, but I can't click on the video or the lesson 1 work link down here. So a student would know here, or they need to know, that they can't move forward until they do the discussion post. So if I click into this as a student, I still might not see anything here. I might not see anything below. It looks like no student has entered in any discussion post. And the reason for that is a teacher can turn off all the posts underneath a discussion until students at least answer 1 post. So for instance, in this one, the first aid discussion, tell 1 interesting thing about yourself. When a student types in their response and then hits post, then they hit refresh up here, then they would see all the other answers that students have left. Now, that doesn't necessarily need to be turned on, but teachers can turn that on. So after a student does that, when they come back to their folder, then this next material, this next video will be available for them to click on. A student could also click on, if they see the student progress button up here, they could also click on that and show that where they're at in the progress as far as completing things. So you can see here it's at 0% because nothing has been done. So that's another reason why students might not be able to see their materials inside of Schoology. Okay, I hope this video was helpful and gave you some troubleshooting tips that you can utilize to get through all the materials that a teacher, a student, a parent needs to see inside of Schoology. Thanks for watching.